So creative agencies can charge anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 plus for services like branding, landing pages, ad creatives, UGC content, all kinds of stuff like that. Now, there are so many people that can't afford that. So in this video, I'm going to show you 4 AI tools that can genuinely do the job for you. Or if you're looking to start a creative agency yourself and sell these services, then these are 4 of the best AI tools that you can use to start doing that. I went and looked through several different design agencies, creative agencies, and checked out their pricing to see, like, are they really charging that much for these things? And yes, they are. Now, when you pay these people that much money, you are paying for their expertise and their taste and their research and all of that, right? Now, that's definitely valuable, but if you know what you want and you take the time to create it, you can use these AI tools to get similar results. So here's what we're going to cover exactly in this video. My favorite tool for brand design and logo design, an insanely powerful tool for landing pages and websites. I'll show you my favorite way to design ad creatives, and honestly, the wildest one, the best tool I found for AI-generated UGC content. Now, these tools all do some really unique things, but also there's some overlap. So keep watching through the video. That way you can see which tools do everything you need, and you can just use those. I'll make sure to clearly show you guys which ones are best for what, but they all also have free trials or free plans, so you can just go experiment yourself, okay? Let's get into it. So first on my list is Recraft, and this is a tool that we're going to use to do the brand design, the logo design, okay? And they have a brand new model called Recraft V4. When I had the idea for this video, I reached out to them and they agreed to partner with me for this, and I'm so happy because this is such an incredible, powerful tool if you want to design a brand. It does amazing editorial style photography like you're seeing here, and it also does amazing work with logos. So we're going to be able to use it to create vector style logos, and I'll explain that more in a minute. You can see it does really crisp lines here. This is what you expect for logos and vectors and things. So to get started with Recraft, we're going to click create new project, and we have this nice clean canvas here to work with. For everything that I'm going to show you in this video, I've already written the prompts out and tested all this. That way we're not wasting any time and you're able to actually go replicate these things if you want to. That will be in the description below. So to start, we're going to go with vector logo here. And what that did is it selected the V4 vector model. There's also the V4 Pro vector model as well. I have a lot of credits, so we're going to do the V4 Pro vector model, which is just going to be a better version. The Recraft vector model is going to give us an SVG file. This is a file that you can use professionally, and the reason for that is you can scale it as big as you want and use it anywhere, and you can easily change the colors because it's a different kind of file type. You'll see in a second what I mean. So I'm just going to paste in my prompt. I'm going to choose the 1:1 ratio, and we'll do 4 of these. So this is going to generate a logo, and we're going to get 4 options. Throughout this video, we're going to be working on an energy drink brand, something like Red Bull, right? And for this example, I'm doing a geometric rabbit logo, okay? You can literally create anything. So this is just what I came up with this morning. So whether it's your style or not doesn't really matter. You can take what you learn here and actually use it for your own taste. Okay, so I ran it 3 different rounds here, and I think I'm gonna go with this first one. I think that's a fine starting place. There's a bunch of variations here, but that one is gonna work for me. So we're gonna take that. All we do is click remove background here on the side, and it's gonna pull out the logo by itself, and that's ready to go. And now we just need to add some text. So I'm gonna call this routine, and I'm gonna use the font Space Grotesque and a semi-bold weight. I think that looks good to me. And we can scale the logo down here to match accordingly. So we could do it like this, or we could duplicate it, and we could also do something like this. This might go better on the energy drink can. We'll just have both. So I just made sure they were aligned here by clicking this little alignment button. We want the vertical one there. Okay, so now we've got both versions here. But just like that, we've got our basic logo design here. And this can work anywhere because it's this flat style that you're used to seeing from most brands these days. Now, next for your brand, you need to choose colors. I went to this Color Palette Pro website. I think this is just a random website online that a solo developer made, but it's just a beautiful user interface here, right? What you can do is play around with this and find out exactly what you want. I like this selection of buttons here. Choose the analogous one right here, And then I like this because you can choose the hue you're going for. And then you can use this bar here to kind of desaturate it with this chroma bar, which gives it a bit more of a refined look in my opinion. And I like that a lot. And then it downloads the palette to your computer. And then you're gonna go back to Recraft and we can drag that in. Here is the color palette that we're gonna go with for this product. It's like a purple, black kind of thing going on here. And now we need to combine these together and turn them into a real product, okay? So now to do that, we're going to use Nano Banana. I'm going to paste in a prompt here that I've pre-written, and this is going to use our logos. Let's go with this one, I think, because that'll stack better visually. And we're going to choose Nano Banana 2. This is because Nano Banana is really great for working with existing assets that you want represented perfectly in your final image. So we want the logo to look correct, right? It won't do it every time, but it's going to do it almost every time. So this should give us the image that you're going to see like on the Shopify store, on the online website, just the plain product. This is not going to be stylized or a fancy photo shoot, just a plain product. But you can see we've got a lot going on in the prompt here. Every prompt that I created for this video, I just worked with Claude to create. I didn't write them myself like word by word. I just would run it through Claude, see the result, and then repeat it back and then just keep tweaking it until I got what I wanted. So you guys can see what's going on here. We've got a really clean product image. I think this one looks the best, but maybe we want sort of like this 3-dimensional view of it. That way the AI can kind of understand the scale better. So all we're gonna do is take that as our new product image. We can click remove background on that, and there we go. We're ready to go with our product. Now let's do some more like editorial style, lifestyle photography. This is going to have someone holding the energy drink up close. And for that, we're going to use Nano Banana again and 4x5, and let's see what we can get. Okay, perfect. So you can see the results here. We've got some water sprinkled on the can. We've got a few different options. I like how the fingertips here have been painted to match the brand. I think this is probably the best one. I think we could also do something cool with this by just removing the background. So let's see how that works. Cool, so we removed the background from that. And what's cool about that is we can actually use that on landing pages if we wanted to. Now that we've done that, let's do one that has an actual person in the photo shoot. And we're going to use Recraft for this one. So we've got a new chat here, and what we're going to do is paste in the prompt for this. And we're going to go with the Recraft V4 Pro, not the vector one. Recraft creates images that are just as good as Nano Banana, but they're actually like have a more of a realness to them. And it just has a bit more taste. So we're going to use Recraft for this, but it's not going to have our branded product in it yet. That's because in Recraft, you currently can't use the reference image like the same way we just did with Nano Banana. So we're gonna create it first, and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so I ran that twice, and we've got several different versions to choose from. So this is the Recraft model again, and you can see how real and stylized these are. So this feels like it's a photo shoot for, I don't know, Gucci or something like that, something high fashion, but it's an energy drink. So it's just gonna kind of position it as a premium energy drink choice, right? I think I like these two right here the most. They both feel pretty real. This one's probably going to be better for the product. So let's go ahead and go with this one. And what we're going to do now is take this one into Nano Banana. So we've got our product image. We've got this image here, and I'm going to select both of these. So you see how I dragged that, and now they're both in our chat here. And I'm gonna paste in this prompt of ours, and it's going to replace the silver energy drink in this image with the purple energy drink here of ours, okay? And we're going to select Nano Banana 2 so that we can do this. So we're gonna send that off and let that generate. Okay, so it's done. I ran it twice, and look how great this is, guys. I mean, this one's pretty bad, but all the others really came out great. I think this one is probably the best. The fact that it does the mirroring effect is just crazy. Let's go with this one. This will be our image of choice. So now we've got several things to work with. We've got the photo shoot image. We've got this other one that is more like a product image. We've got the background removed version of that. And we've got our branding here. So like all of that was done in just a few minutes, less than 30 minutes of actually recording here myself. And we've got a brand that you can literally use as good as anything. I mean, is this the best brand in the world? No, it's not, but it's definitely good enough to start. Like you could use this right now. Nobody would think anything was AI about it, right? Now, next, what we're gonna do is create a landing page for our brand. So to do that, I'm going to download these, and then we're going to use them with a prompt inside a tool called Lovable. Now, why did I choose Lovable? There's several different AI vibe coding type website builders and landing page builders that you can use. The reason Lovable is so great is because they have a Shopify integration built in. So if you wanted to build a landing page for a client or to run ads to for your own product, you need to be able to actually sell something, right? So linking to Shopify is seamless with Lovable. Also, if you're selling this to a client, you can transfer the landing page from here into your client's account and basically just sell it to them or give it to them after you've created it and done the work, right? So it's really easy to provide Lovable landing pages as a service. So to get started, I'm just going to paste in our prompt here and it's going to get started. I've also uploaded our assets here to see if it will use those. I didn't include that instruction in the prompt, but we'll see what happens. We might have to fix that later after it's generated. But we're going to send this off and it's going to start working on our new landing page. If I click these arrows in the top right, we can exit full screen and you can see what's happening live. So right now it's analyzing our prompt and everything. This is going to take a few minutes to actually code up for us so that we can look at it. But Lovable is going to get to work creating our landing page and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so our landing page is done. I had to go back and forth with it a little bit, just getting the product images in where we wanted them exactly. But after a few minutes of tweaking it, this is what we got. So we've got a conversion optimized landing page. This is really designed to show to people when they see an ad on social media and then they click the link and this is where they would go. So it's got our images incorporated into it. And then at the bottom, without clicking anywhere, they can check out. So it's got the build your pack option here. You can choose which ones you want, which flavor you want, and you can check out. And then this would take you to the Shopify integration, right? We've got some social proof testimonials here and an FAQ at the bottom. That all works. And it's done. This took a few minutes and this is great. We've got all of our branding. We've got a little announcement bar at the top. Everything we need. It's all on brand. It's using our color palettes. Everything looks amazing, right? I mean, guys, can you imagine doing this a year ago? This would be impossible with AI, but now, I mean, this is incredibly impressive. If you've got your landing page and your product and your brand, now what do you need? You need attention, you need traffic, so you need to run ads, right? People need ads all the time. So first, let's create some static ad graphics that we can use to run in social media feeds or various things like that. So for that, we're going to switch tools. We're going to go over to a tool called Flora, which is my favorite for creating ad creatives. So we're going to create a new project here. And the reason we're going to use Flora is because it's similar as in it's a canvas like Recraft, but the difference is that this is a node system. So you can link things together and you'll understand what I mean in a second. So to get started, we're just going to click add node here and choose image. If you didn't have a prompt pre-written like I'm going to be using, then you could use the text here to create your own prompts. But we're going to skip that. We're going to go straight to image and here we go. So at the top, we've got some options. We're going to choose Nano Banana 2 again, and we're going to go with 4x5, which is kind of the standard ad creative dimensions you're going to see. And we're also going to drag in our existing product image. So this is going to be the image we use for reference, and check out how cool this is. So we're just going to drag it over and connect them. So now this is linked to this little generator right here, and you can see it's marked as a reference image right there. So now we're going to paste in our prompt just like that, and we've got this ready to go. So we're going to do 2 of these and we should be ready with that. I mean, it's that simple. We have on the side here, you can choose resolution. We'll just do 1K and we'll run it 2 times. So that's going to get to work. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for another one. So we're going to do the same thing here. Nano Banana 2, 4x5. And again, this is the cool part. We can just click here and connect them. That'll be done here in a second, but we're going to go ahead and do another one right here. I'm just going to paste in this other prompt I made, and it's a very similar format, but it's going to be a different style. We'll do 2 again for that, and we'll send it off. Okay, so this one just finished. You can see our ad here. It's using the exact product image. We did 2 variations. This one didn't turn out perfect. This one though, looks really good. So we can see your brain called, it wants better fuel, energy evolved, and we've got our little callouts. This is something you'll see on social media all the time. You could literally run this right now to this landing page, and I guarantee you this product would sell, okay? Just calling it right now. I spend a lot of money on Facebook ads, okay? And then our other one is done here. We've got a gas station energy drinks could never ad. These both could work, I think. We can see them here more clearly. I think I like this one better. This is a pretty cool option as well. A little bit less going on, a little bit. This is relying more on the copy. But do you see how easy this is, guys? We've got ads ready to go on brand. Okay, so we have our ads created, but a lot of brands also really want some more authentic, like user-generated content called UGC, right? We can do that with AI too. And I've tested this a lot with a bunch of different models, but right now I'm really liking this Higgsfield model. So if we go to Higgsfield Sol, we can go there and select 9:16. And we're going to get the most like authentic looking image we can, and then we'll bring in our product later. We've got the story dimension set, and we're going to be in 1080p. And I'm going to paste in our prompt here, a photorealistic vertical image of a 27-year-old woman. This should be perfect. So we're going to do a few variations here. Let's do 4 because last time when I tested this, you had to do several to get the one you wanted, and I'm gonna send that off. Okay, so that's done, and look what we've got, guys. So we can open this up, and we've got 4 different options to look through here. I think these last 2 are probably our best options. You know, this is crazy because you can see the messy bed in the background and like the natural looking light lamp there. This is probably better for what we're going for, but you can see we still need to add our product in. Before we proceed, I do want to show you something else that's really cool in here. So inside of Flora, they have a bunch of models, and one of those that I love is this Enhancor V4. So basically this is going to take our image and just make it look even more real. So you can choose a few different enhancement strengths. You can add pimples and freckles. We're just gonna go with realistic here. This is going to be too high resolution for what we're doing, but I just wanna show you what you can do. So we're gonna let that run. Okay, so now look at the difference here, guys. So this is the Enhancer model, and it's given us the same thing. So you can see here, it's kind of like smooth. There are some pores, but it kind of has like an AI look. But then if we go over to the Enhancer version, you can see more imperfections in the skin, and it just gives it more of that realness, like it's an actual human being. Pretty incredible. And when you zoom out, you can definitely see just the overall vibe is just way more believable. So if you're trying to get the most realness, run it through that model. Now, next what we want to do is add our product into this image. So we go over here and we choose image again. And this time we want to go to Nano Banana 2. And we're going to link our product image to this as well. So now we've got both of these as references. And I'm just going to paste in the simplest prompt ever, replace the silver drink can in the woman's hand with the branded routine energy drink. Okay, so when I did this before, I had to do several. So we'll do like 8 of these, and now we'll send this off. I'm using this first image instead of our enhanced one because this one is in 4K, and I don't want the file to get too big here because we're going to be using it again in a minute to make some video content. So first, let's go ahead and get this, and then I'll show you our next tool in a minute. Okay, so it's done. Let's open these up. This is the final one. That one looks great. Some of these others are not as good. That one's pretty decent, but the can's a little messed up. This is gonna be best. So we'll run with this, and let's go on to the next step. So now I'm going to take this out of Flora. So we're going to download the PNG file, and we're going to go to our next tool on the list. This is Hedra. So I've been testing this already, as you can see, but we're going to go to create, and we're going to generate a video. So to do this, it's really simple. We're just going to add our image that we just generated as the start frame, and we're going to select our model. So for this, we're going to use VO 3.1 fast because it's the easiest way to do this. We're going to be doing the 9:16, 1080p, and we'll just do 1 here. All I'm going to do is paste in our prompt. This basically just describes what we want out of the video. So we can send that off to VO, and it's going to take a few minutes to generate. While that's going to work, I just want to say Hedra is great for this. Hedra has some really great video workflows. That's why I'm including it on the list. You can trim videos and do things like that, but also they have their own version, Hedra Omnia here. And with this one, you can actually add the speech ahead of time. So you could generate it with 11 Labs, or you could upload it and then it will lip sync the character to your speech. So if you want a lot of control over that, you can totally do it this way, and that's a really great feature inside this tool. What I really like about VO is that since it's doing the voice as well, usually the voice comes out sounding really believable, like it matches the character. We'll see if that happens, but that is typically the case from the results that I got before. You get a really accurate, it just feels more authentic. Okay, so the generation is done. Let's check this out, guys.
Okay, so I've been drinking this every single morning for like 2 weeks, and I'm not even exaggerating. I don't crash at 2 p.m. anymore. It's called Routine. Honestly, try it.
That was pretty good, okay? Honestly, I think that was just about perfect. Let me watch it one more time.
Okay, so I've been drinking this every single morning for like 2 weeks, and I'm not even exaggerating. I don't crash at 2 p.m. anymore. It's called Routine.
Okay, so when you combine this with B-roll and music and everything, it's just going to absolutely work. And one of the tricks I've learned is you can actually export this video and adjust some of the color correction. And if you take the time to do that, you can actually make it look even more authentic on these social media platforms once you make those minor corrections. But do you see how easy that was, guys? And it all worked together. So she's literally holding the brand we created at the beginning of the video in her hand for this ad. Just mind-blowing. I mean, actually crazy. Okay, so we looked at Recraft, Lovable, Flora, and Hedra, 4 insanely powerful creative tools using the latest AI. We were able to create a brand identity, a landing page, ad creatives, and UGC videos all in just a few minutes here. There are agencies that are charging $1,000 to $10,000 for these kind of services, and you can literally do it yourself. Now, will these tools replace a really talented creative director that understands your products and all of that? No. If you have the money, it's definitely worth paying for professionals quite often. But if you're just starting out, or if you want to do this yourself, this is the best way to do it. 6 months ago, literally this was impossible. The quality wasn't there yet, but now we're here and it's only going to get better. Let me know which tools you guys liked in the comments below. There will be prompts in the description that you guys can grab if you want those. Drop a like if this was helpful, and subscribe if you want more videos about cool AI tools. I do this every week. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, guys. Thank you to Recraft for sponsoring the video. And if you want to watch another video, here are some other ones that I made that I think you will really like. Thank you guys so much again. I'll see you in the next one.